What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We are going to work on the truck a little bit today. I got some fun little parts in for that, and we've kind of went down a rabbit hole on the car in the trunk. I'll explain that later, but for now, let's get into the truck stuff, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so we got some blacked out turn signals for the mirrors because I hate the chrome, and then dealing with more chrome, we got the black steering wheel logo, and then the push to start button. I think this is hilarious. We're going to change that out, and when I get to this piece, this will allow me to remove the climate knobs and everything that I talked about a long time ago in the last Tacoma video. I'll link that up here. So let's just get to popping off the mirrors and we'll go from there. Here's a little before. Ooh, poopy silver chrome, bleh. Okay, so I've popped these off before on a black Tacoma that I had. Not to do these turn signals, but to pop it off I put some wrap over these things, some tint. But you gotta pull on this pretty hard. It's a little sketchy if you've never done it before. Just try to hold it and do it slow. That way it doesn't fall and hit the ground because that would suck. But yeah, you gotta pull pretty hard. There you have it. Like I said, you gotta pull pretty hard on that to get that to come off, but if you're cautious, you can do it without dropping them on the ground and scratching them up. Okay, so now there's two screws, one here and one there. So you'll wanna remove those. Now you gotta pull this piece out just a little bit. It kind of pops in. There's two little teeth on the back of this thing, so you gotta squeeze it together. You can see me doing it there. And then this will slide out of the actual piece here. Go. And then it should, once that happens, come right out. You gotta kind of lift up on that part and then out. The wires loop right here, so be careful not to pull them off. And you disconnect it and good to go. So these are super easy to hook up. They're just straight plug and play. I'll link them down below so you can grab some if you want them, but they just literally plug right in and mount up. Okay, so now you just put the wire back around the little hook there, slide this down and in. And just like that, they're on there. And now the best part of any new piece is listen to that. And there they are on. These are all LEDs. They're super bright as opposed to the stock ones. All blacked out, super nice quality, fits in there, I mean, exactly like the stock ones do. So yeah, looks sick. Now we gotta put the cap back on and this side's done. Again, man, it is a little sketchy. Everything's popping and cracking and you don't want to mess something up, but yeah, much better. That looks way better with the cap on there, black. I don't know why anybody thinks that like, I'm gonna put chrome on there. Maybe it's cheaper to like from the factory to do that. Maybe it's like just a piece that comes out, chrome, just go with it, but anyway, I'm glad the aftermarket market has these. Okay, same process for the passenger side. Let's go knock that one out and get this part done and move on to something else. Okay, so this mod should take all of like 2 seconds. Just some 3M tape on the back. I'm gonna just pull it all off at once and then just stick it on there. I've already cleaned this with alcohol, so shouldn't be anything on there, so let's just stick it on there and hope for the best. probably gonna honk the horn, not gonna lie, whenever I push this on there. Yep, there it was. Yep. Hear you loud and clear. There we go. Boom. I don't know how a part that small or a piece that small can make that big of a difference, but that chrome being off that steering wheel is just money. Okay, now we're gonna get to the push to start button. Let's go ahead and get in the truck and we'll tear out that climate control area and go from there. Okay, so don't know if you could tell in that shot or not, but you basically just pull this piece off the trim panel. You gotta pop this side of the dash off. It's just on there with clips, and then you grab from the top and you pull down on this climate control area. It pops right out, and then there's 4 clips on the back, and that's it. Okay, now that that's out, we gotta take off this start button for the mod with this thing. But this silver piece is what I want to take off and wrap. So I think I gotta disassemble pretty much everything on this. So let me get to working on this, and then we'll try to get this off in one piece, and then we'll work on the button. Okay, we finally freaking got it. This was such a pain. There was one clip that is like down inside of there that you have to get off. That was what was holding me up. I think I may have broke it off, but it's just a little tab. It's not gonna hurt anything, but I don't know how that one little thing was holding that on that hard. But got it off. Okay, so I took a little screwdriver, stuck it in between this, and then I just turned it. And it popped it up a little bit, and then I just moved around. It just comes right off. So now the button comes with a little tool that they provide. This little fella. So you gotta stick it down inside of here, and turn it, grab it, and then pull up, they say. Okay. Oh, and there it was. Oy. Okay. This is the proper way, because if you look, can only go on one way. There's a clip there, and clip there, and there's only 3 on the knob there. So, and it sits in there nice. So, this is the right way up, and then we just find those 3 clips, flip it over, push it in there, boop, and ay. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna do something different with these chrome pieces. I thought about it, and that piece I just took off, that trim panel, there's a lot of edges and a lot of bends and a lot of curves on that, and I don't think doing a wrap on that is going to last. So I'm going to wrap these chrome pieces, and I'm doing something else with that trim panel. I'll show you in a little bit. But let's wrap this piece and get it done. This is the 4-wheel drive knob. So we gotta take this all the way apart to get the chrome off of this. I'm a little nervous about this, but you just gotta do it, you know. Pull the top off. Pull out this little panel there. There's a screw way down in there. And I don't know if I can get to that, honestly. Hang on. Okay, this should work. Alrighty. We got that. That came out there. Okay, now there's 2 clips on either side. So we'll get those unclipped, and then this chrome part should pop off. And out it comes. Okay. Now, get this thing black. While that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble this because I just feel like now is just as good a time as any to get this thing back together, and I can just shove that in there without any worries. So okay, luckily everything kind of fits together how it's supposed to, you know, like there's lines and there's grooves and things where everything goes, so it's not too hard. A little nerve-wracking if you're just tearing into it for the first time, but yeah, it should be good to go. That piece is drying now, the chrome part, and then we can start reassembling all this. Got the knobs back in. Those are actually they're grooved out as well, so it's kind of hard to really put them back in the wrong way. I know some of the older cars, you kind of had to guess where you were. There were some little notches on like the knob that sticks out to turn it, but other than that, that was about it. We're gonna put this circuit board back in here, or I don't know, I mean, I'm gonna call it a circuit board. I'm not sure what it is called, but that's what it reminds me of, so. I guess technically I could put this all back together now because that piece just kind of clips in. There's no screws inside there, so I think I'm gonna just put it all back together and then we'll put it back in the truck, and then whenever it's dry we can just pop it on. That should be okay, I think. Alright guys, got it in there. Now it's not popped in all the way, and these buttons are not pushed in all the way. The clear coat is still a little tacky, so I don't want to. I had to sand this thing back down like 2 times due to errors, and the last thing I want to do is push this in to pop it all the way in place and get a fingerprint like right there. That would just be, I would probably cry. So I do have to take the dash piece and pop it back on whenever I go to button everything up, and that will finish it all up. If you can't tell what the color is, I did paint it the exact same as this. I was gonna leave it black, but I decided that, I mean, I had it out all the way, might as well go all out. I had a little bit of the paint left, and so we did that purple and blue, kind of galaxy blue as they call it, but should look sick when the sun's actually hitting it and all that stuff. So I'll wait for the clear coat to dry a little bit more, and then we'll push it in and pop it in place entirely. It looks so good in there. That was like the last gray piece. So let me know down below what you think. Should I have left it black, or does the purple and blue match everything? But yeah, let's get it all buttoned up and cleaned up, and then I will show you what the plan is for the car. Okay, so I've already kind of started it as a test. So I'm going to line the trunk, the spare tire well, with aluminum foil, and then I'm going to use spray foam, and I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to put some cardboard around the battery, make it like a square there that's cut out, and then I'm going to fill the foam in there, and then it'll be a form-fitted mold to hold everything in place. I can sand it, do all that kind of stuff to it, and then I'm going to make, out of some wood, I'm going to make some panels that goes through here, fill this all in. I'm going to make it like a step up and put like my circuit breakers, and when I get an amp and things like that, I'll put that up top up there. When I was first getting into the car scene, there was a lot of like stereo setups and custom things and like false floors and all that kind of stuff, so that's kind of the idea behind this. I'm not going to use like heavy wood. I don't want it to be like super heavy back here, but I do want it to look nice instead of this kind of stuff, which this is more like race car-ish, but I want it to look a little more nice. So we're going to fix all this and make it look nice in here, and it should be really fun. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. We'll get that car thing started next time, and I'm just super glad to get that done in the truck. That little silver piece was like the last thing in there that was like gray or silver, whatever you want to call it, and it was just sticking out to me anyway. Like I said before, let me know down below what you think of it, and I will catch you in the next one. As always, I appreciate you watching. Do all the YouTube things down there. You guys know how it goes. I hate that it helps, but it does. So yeah, catch you next time. Bye.